Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So last season I got G2 and I'm right at the border 1865 and it's make me nervous as hell. I predicted 1865 to be the border of G2 5 days before the season end, and I actually got it this season G2. So I choose two skin. The first one is Annabelle. Give me a second if you want to see my Annabelle. I haven't built her correctly, but I'm gonna rerun her and maybe I'm gonna use her in my combo somehow. And the second one I choose is Rika because she is so cute, and even though I haven't max skill her yet, but I think that I use her more than Charlotte, especially in TOA. Before going to the main topic today is to review 10 most used combo in RTA last season, season 12. I would like to ask you guys a question. So basically my Ragdoll right now, this is his build. This is all hit rune you guys can slow down to see, and I want to ask you guys, how can you guys build a ragdoll that hit at hard at true well in the tournament? This is all the stat over here if I max him and max grind him. So please comment down below if you are a ragdoll user. How can you make your ragdoll as good at true well, or how can you make him hit as hard as possible? I would really appreciate that. And let's move to our main topic today. If you guys don't know about this website, it's called rtapicks.info, and when you guys go to this website, it's gonna show you a dashboard like this. Basically, this website is a resort. They collect all the replay in one day, surprisingly, because I have never heard about this website before, but one of my friends shared with me this website, so I think this is a really useful website for you guys in preparing how to make a team in RTA and how to see the pick band of it. So when you guys go to this website, if you guys want to see which is the most picked team in RTA, just click to team and it will give you guys like many team that you guys can see from the order of most picked team to the lowest picked team. As you guys can see over here is more than 160k team that you guys can see in the last season. So there's one more thing I want to talk about, and this is really important if you try to play in RTA or you try to build your team. So let's say your monster bulk, if you want to use just one monster and you really utilize that monster, for me, let's say let's make an example. I go to monster first, and they have a lot of monster, or you guys can go with a family to find out like the monster. For me, I just go to monster and I pick ragdoll over here. So I pick this icon over here is Phil. I go with him and I see the team to go around ragdoll. So over here I can see one team, and this is have pretty high win rate with many pick in the last season over here. Let me jump in for you guys a bit. So Oak, Ragdoll, Veligure, Bastet, and Odin. So if you guys don't know what to build, just please follow other people, because if they have really high win rate like this, which means they think a lot into their team, and there's no shame to follow them to build a team that you desire to build. So as you guys can see, there's many team you guys can build. Let's say Ragdoll is the only LD that I have. So I have like other unit, let's say, but it's not likely because people have Ragdoll would likely to have other LD nat 5. So let's figure it out over here. This is the True Well team over here. So let me find any team that's just over here. So this team is pretty well used. in Vietnamese community. Leo Ragdoll with Vertihill, Bastet, Velichul, or Friend. So this team have really decent win rate. So I just need to follow exactly what are they doing. So I can experiment from the RTA fight and make my team more perfect. And I can know how to ban and pick just using one team like this. So let's go with one more example. You guys really like to play Friend and you guys want to build a team around her. Click view over here and go by team. You guys can see a lot of team around Friend. And you guys can check by rank as well. Guardian, how many people use her. Conquer, how many people use her. And how people pick her on the slot. First one, second, third, fourth, fifth. First, let's say you have a first pick. You pick Friend. And the opponent will pick like the second and third. And it will work that way. And you guys pick 4, 5, 6, 7 until 10. So what more I like about this website over here is to show you what is the most pick rate team from top to the bottom in the last season. Let's do me a favor. You guys should go and check out those teams and write down how can you guys counter those teams with your monster box. And with that, you guys will no longer afraid of those teams in RTA. The only way you guys can lose if you guys already plan out that this is you guys being outrun pretty hard. And overall, this website is really good website for you guys to build a team around the monster you guys like, or you guys want to know how or prepare to the next season. So let's talk about the most picked team in the last season, with consider at 0.20% pick rate in RTA, which is really huge. You guys can see this team pretty frequent from C3 to G3 in RTA, and the person who abused this team a lot is Foxy SW. You can see like the next team is my team. So let's talk about the first team first. With the first team, the victory rate is 53.12% and the defeat rate is 46.88. Any team that have more than 50% win rate is considered a good team. So with the pick like this and the victory rate with the defeat rate, this team is pretty good. So how to counter this team? This team, most people gonna pick Bastet first. And if you want to counter this team, you have to pick Draco and Garo if you want to take out those units. So pick Draco first and Garo. The reason why there's Rocky over here is I think people pick Miho. This team utilize Rocky to kill Miho. So the only way to deal with this team is to pick Draco and Garo, or you can pick a team like this, but it's pretty inconsistent to win against this team is Vanessa, Triana, and Tyrannus, but you guys have to force ban the Rocky. In the end, I think it's really easy for Garo to 1v3 you or 1v4. The next team is the team that I abuse a lot with you Tableau and Jamire, with Bastet and Lucian. This team only available if the opponent don't pick your Bastet. If they pick your Bastet, you would not likely to see this team cooperate as well as with Bastet. So the pick over here Julie can replay by the Water Sniper or Oberon or Darkness. So the win rate is slightly higher than the first team. Foxy's team is 59.36% and consider a really high win rate team and really consistent team. So how to deal with this team? There is one really free to play type of comp is pretty good against this team. I told people to pick Leo plus Miho plus Antares plus Triana and plus Tyrannus to against this team. Ban out the Bastet and you instant win over there. People using this team would likely to ban Leo over Tyrannus. So you guys have two RNG unit over there is Antares and Miho, and this team have really high crit rate, so you guys will no scare of this team at all. The second team over here can be a really fast team or a middle speed team around 100 plus 170 with shield wheel on Tiana, and Tiana would likely to be 100 resistant. So how to deal with this team? You guys pick speed lead with this team, Vanessa or Pisama, and outspeed this team over here. I don't know why this team have about 60% win rate, but I guess people don't know how to deal with this because they see the first pick Tiana to make them wonder, is it a fast team or this a slow team? This Ganymede could be on crit damage and really fast build on Squib or on Violent with really tanky stats, so you guys would never know what is this team going for. But the best thing to deal with this team and the safest way is to outspeed this team. So the next team is also a Foxy team. When someone trying to pick 33 speed lead against Foxy, he gonna either pick Shimite or Vanessa. So this team over here can counter easy by let's see, Leo, Miho, and ban out the Bastet. Or you guys can go outspeed this team with move on to the next team, Sierra, Gianna, Chiwu, Hathor, and Ganymede. This team is pretty hard to deal with, especially when it's have 24 speed lead, 24 speed lead, Sierra and Chiwu with 2 stripper and 2 CC. So the best thing to deal with this comp is to use Fire Monkey, Raccoony, Antares, and Water Mermaid. That is the hard counter to this team and ban out the Sierra. With the next team is Celia, Eleanor, Okeanos, Ganymede, and Savannah. To be honest, I never seen this team before. Maybe I haven't fight enough in RTA, which is not true because I found 1300 fight in RTA last season, but I never seen this team before. Maybe it's need like really niche situation to pick this team, but it have pretty high win rate with a 62.5%. This team is basically all CC, and Okeano could likely be on crit damage to cycle the turn. And the way to beat this team is to ban out the Savannah because you don't want to have armor break on your team. Pick Antares, Miho, the Water Mermaid, Leo to even out the speed. So that is the only way you guys can win this kind of team, but not 100% because they have 2 pushback. One is Savannah and one is Ganymede, so make it even harder to beat this team. Maybe in the future I want to try match with someone who have this team in the future. So how many team we go past? 6 team already, so 4 more. So this one is pretty pay to win team with 3 Audi, Atamil, Tianlang, and Hurtit. So let's see how to beat this team. The only way I can think how to beat this team is use Tableau Clip because this team is really tanky. You guys cannot do CC against this team because 2 immunity. You guys cannot use any bar booster like Sierra even. So Clip is the only way to go with this team. Lucian Clip or Odin, Oberon. Odin is really good against this team. Odin, Oberon, and Darkness. And let's see, this have really high win rate, almost 63%. Wow. Move on to the next team. Bellichul, Bastet, Immensity, Bulldozer, and Odin. I see this team pretty frequent. This team just work if you let they have Bastet. And if you don't let them have Bastet, this team would not likely to operate. How to beat this team? trying to use Vanessa speed lead to outspeed the team, or even use Pisama. Or if you don't have those units, don't worry, use maybe Sierra, because this team and ban out Velichur, use Sierra and pick Darkness, or I would say Lucian this team. 55% not as high as those team above because it's not have any LD unit. Move to the next team. This is slightly lower than the first team. I never meet this team before. So I get the only way for this team to work is if they first pick Bastet and you take Sierra, or you guys can try to outspeed this team. To be honest, I don't know. I never meet this team before. So the last team I'm talking about is Sierra, Wunsa, Ganymede, Belinus, and Valantis. So this team is really similar to this team over here. 2 stripper, but this team over here have 2 speed lead. This team just have 1, so would likely all the unit in here is on Swift. So how to beat this team? The way to beat this team is to ban out Sierra and use no wheel rune unit and pick Miho and Antares. This is the only way you guys can win against this team. I can say that this team got Antares and Miho a lot. That's why the reason why win rate is just 52% almost. And bonus the last one. This team is really I would say pay to win because they have Atamil. So this team they would likely to pick Molong first. And you guys, if someone pick Molong first in their team, don't make a mistake. When Tomato pick Molong, the opponent instantly pick really defensive. For me, if someone pick Molong against me, I would pick Cleave team. And Cleave team is the only way to go, and the best team to counter this type team is Tableau Cleave with Lucian, or Tableau with Dabnit or Oberon, or even Odin. With Dabnit it's kind of tricky because they have like 3 water unit, but Odin is what more likely to happen over here, so Cleave is the only way. Or you guys can try to snipe out their units from the combo, like when you guys see someone pick Molong, go ahead and pick Bover because they would likely to use immunity. Yeah, you guys can see over here they have 2 immunity, 1 Velichur and 1 Amelia. This team have pretty high win rate, 60%, and with 323 pick in RTA last season. And that's it for my video today. Hope you guys like it. I pay a lot of attention and time on this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys are new to my channel. And see you guys in my next video as always. Bye!